Thanks for joining us. I'm Faye Fredericks.
And I'm Stephanie Hawkridge. As the First Lady toured Arizona, thousands of people were rallying in protest against separating families.
Protesters also following the First Lady here as well. And there is about to be another rally in Phoenix. ABC 15's Melissa Blasius joining us from outside ICE headquarters. Melissa.
In fact, those protesters are just starting to arrive right now. Take a look. They say they are here to protest hate and bigotry in the Trump administration. On the same day that Melania Trump came here, other protesters also were on the ground at the Southwest Key Immigrant Child Facility when Mrs. Trump arrived.
You are not alone. That's what protesters on the outside were trying to tell the kids inside the fence. Dozens of children without their parents in a strange place. The consequence of the push of immigration from south of the border and the push back from Washington, D.C.
Trust me, if everybody could go the legal way, we would do it. We don't enjoy crossing illegally. We don't enjoy getting murdered every single day. Crossing the border, dying of dehydration.
What is the age group for the children that we have?
First Lady Melania Trump, one of the few outsiders to see firsthand what's happening to children inside these secure facilities in Arizona.
Upon the child arriving to our facility by the detaining officer, our staff immediately assure the minor, because they come in worried, that this is not a detention facility, it's a shelter.
So we're very honored that you're here and able to show you what we have.
With cameras rolling, Mrs. Trump met with Southwest Key workers. In this place, they have dorms and child care centers and medical facilities and classrooms, mostly for kids who were unaccompanied by an adult when they were picked up by Border Patrol, but others separated from their parents as part of the president's zero tolerance policy.
She's an accomplice to the Trump administration, playing a political game with our lives.
A spokeswoman for the First Lady tells about the purpose of her visit after traveling to a similar facility in Texas last week, saying that the First Lady was very moved, so she wanted to travel to a different state to see a different facility there and be sure the children were being well cared for. She also wanted to thank the caregivers for their hard work.
And it appears during this visit, Mrs. Trump caused no new controversies. However, there is still so much division about where America should go on immigration policy, especially from people here in Arizona, as you can see by another protest behind me tonight. Reporting live in Phoenix, Melissa Blasius, ABC 15 Arizona.
Melissa, thank you. Families who crossed the border within the last 72 hours are at an intake facility in Tucson, and that's where the First Lady started her day. Later, she got a taste of what life is like working and living on our border with Mexico. ABC 15's Sonu Wasu is in Tucson tonight with the stories told to the First Lady.
This is the First Lady's second trip to a border city and to shelters housing immigrant children. The visit coming right on the heels of an executive order signed by her husband, President Donald Trump, ending the separation of these children from their parents. First Lady Melania Trump dressed in a simple black shirt and white trousers as she stepped off of Executive 1. She's here to meet the men and women who work on the front lines, protecting our nation's border. In the first hour, Mrs. Trump gets an earful of stories. Stories of what life is like for agents working out in the field, coming across illegal immigrants nearly every day.
We give the utmost care to all coming in. We had a female that was 16 years old, was raped on the journey up from Central America. She had the baby here in our custody. We took her to the hospital, stayed with her.
Agents here stress they're human, seeing these children heartbreaking for them as well.
So how often do you see the children crossing alone without, an adult?
Border Patrol agents say since 2017, more than 1,000 unaccompanied children have been found right here in southern Arizona.
This 6-year-old boy was left in the desert out near Lukeville.
A child all by himself. Protesters we saw outside a Tucson shelter housing migrant children say these kids don't belong in federal custody.
It's un-American, and I hope that we can find our way back to a better humanity.
So far, we are hearing only a few hundred children have been reunited with their families. Thousands of them still waiting and wondering when that will happen. Reporting from Tucson, Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.